My friends, the word religion in English comes from Latin, which means to bind together. Indeed, we think of religion as a force to bring people together in a community of shared beliefs and shared values. Yet all too often, religion has been a divisive influence, pitting people against one another, causing intolerance and even violence. Given that sad record, there is a widespread sense of relief that even amidst the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza throughout Ramadan, that has taken tens of thousands of lives, and the escalating tensions between Israel and Iran that began during Ramadan, with Israel's strike against the Iranian consular building in Damascus, resulting in the Islamic Republic's launching of hundreds of drones and missiles at the Jewish state, that these conflicts have thankfully not morphed into an even more calamitous religious war between Muslims and Jews. I was in Jerusalem on the eve of Ramadan. Israel was bracing itself for religious conflict and explosion of violence during Ramadan and serious concerns about the worship at the Al-Aqsa Mosque in the Old City. The fact that widespread violence did not erupt during Ramadan 2024 is a cause for hope that religion may henceforth play an enhanced role in ending the horrible warfare presently ravaging a land sacred to the children of Abraham. That conditions remain largely peaceful during the just concluded holy month of Ramadan in and around Al-Aqsa stands in vivid contrast to the pitched battles that erupted at and around Al-Aqsa during 2021, 22, and 2023. As an example, in previous years, we saw horrific outbreaks of violence on the final Friday of Ramadan. This year, by way of contrast, we were uplifted that on the concluding day of Ramadan, Friday, April 5th, we witnessed the blessed sight of 120,000 Muslim worshippers praying peacefully at Al-Aqsa. This year, working in their respective sectors, Palestinian and Israeli pragmatists outmaneuvered extremists on both sides, firmly rejecting any efforts to trigger a violent outbreak in the heart of Jerusalem that threatened appalling consequences to Palestinians and Israelis alike, not to mention Jews and Muslims worldwide. My friends, the Passover festival commemorates our people's liberation from 210 years of slavery and bondage in Egypt more than 3,300 years ago. Egypt, in Hebrew, is called Mitzrayim. It stems from the Hebrew word tsar, which means narrow or constrained. At the Passover Seder, the Haggadah commands us in every generation, we are obliged to look upon ourselves as though we personally went out of Egypt, meaning in order to leave Egypt, we must break out of our personal narrowness and constrained parochialism, creating a more inclusive, open, respectful, and understanding society, thus planting the seeds of future redemption. Our personal exodus can only be achieved by breaking the shackles of our fears and the prejudices we harbor, seeing the other, members of other faith communities as the children of God who are entitled to be treated with the dignity, justice, and compassion that we claim for ourselves. A Chag Pesach Sameach, a joyous, peaceful, and meaningful Passover to you and to your loved ones.